completely a big issue.
Yeah. Man, well, there's only one way to find out how this all plays out, and is to live through it, unfortunately.
That's true. As I said, I'm not like the illegals being deported. I watched a whole special on that last week. It's part of the whole wall episode. They followed some of them being deported. And one guy I felt bad for. He was an illegal. He said he was an illegal. He'd been here for 30 years. He didn't know anyone in Mexico. Had no family to go to, no home to go to. So he didn't know what he was going to do. I didn't understand because they didn't cover it. They let him speak about it. He was separated from his wife, and his wife was told she can't go to Mexico to visit him or she will lose her U.S. citizenship. And I was like, that's not how that works.
See, you give people an inch, they're taking a mile. And that's why it's very important that you are very careful as the commander-in-chief about what you say and what you try to enforce.
Right.
Because it's, like I said, it's very, very simple to fall in with the bad crowd. And when you get these type of people who say, if you do this, you will lose your American citizenship, even though you've got it legally.
It really didn't even make sense. But if you're an illegal here, you're already scared when you got picked up. So are you really going to challenge them? No, you're going to, okay, but what do I do about my family?
This sounds, the only thing we're missing is a U.S. concentration camp, which we've had twice. To my recollection, we've had 2 concentration camps. One of them was in World War II, right? World War II with they had all the Chinese people and all the Asians of other.
We took all the Asians. It was the Japanese concentration camps that we built for them, but we put all Asians in because we were afraid they were spying.
Right. And then we had a second one under which president? I was reading it the other day. I can't remember which president, but he had it down south, and it was filled with all Hispanic people.
Right. That was actually, I don't remember what president that was under.
But that was familiar, right? Because that happened. A quick Google search.
And it was sad to watch this. Now the key to that was, he was illegal. I don't care how long you were here. He was illegal. He knew he was illegal. I don't feel bad about that. What we need to do is figure out a way to get the family back together and give him a roadmap back to being able to be together with his family. I do agree with that. And we need to look at his circumstances. The other guy that was with him, he chose deportation. He said he was busted for selling drugs. It was his 3rd offense, and the judge said, look, you can either be deported or go to jail. He took deportation. I don't feel bad for that guy. He said, I have nothing. He goes, but I brought it on myself. I'm an illegal in the U.S., and I got busted selling drugs. I was like, yeah, you deserve to go.
Yeah.
The first guy, we really need to take these case by case. That first guy, I feel bad for because you know why he got busted?
Why?
Broken taillight. He had no warrants. He paid taxes. He had a TIN. He had everything except for legal residency. Got busted because of a broken taillight.
Are you sure it was a broken taillight? Because I know how the cops are.
That's what this guy's story was. He told the story. They talked to him. He told the story. And I was like, you know what? But if he didn't have a warrant and he had nothing bad and it was a traffic violation, maybe we need to take him to a center and evaluate why he was here illegally for so long, why we haven't caught this, how did he get all this legal stuff, how was he doing everything else right? And okay, so how do we get him to become a citizen? If his whole family is but him, how do you get him here? And then if you find anything wrong, you say, you know what, sorry, dude, you're one of the ones that have to go. But, he was part of the, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, they sent ICE into the sanctuary cities in California to pick up illegals. So he was one of those that got rounded up in that group.
Oh, man.